Okay, bye Chiapas. It was a great time here. We met so many nice people here. Got some new tattoos, made some new friends, repaired the boat. Boat is beautiful. We got an extra 300 liters of water in there now because we did the water tank. We fixed the Genoa that we broke on the trip here, so we can sail again. So Chiapas made us a lot of friends, a lot of repairs, but now it's time to go again. So we're gonna sail now for 10 hours, I wish it was 10 hours, 10 days to Cabo San Lucas. Thanks, buddy. So we're on our way to Cabo San Lucas. That's 1,000 nautical miles, so that's about 10 days. If the weather is good, we're gonna do it in one go. If we don't gonna make it because there's headwinds or whatever, we need to stop somewhere for diesel. So we'll probably make a stop in Acapulco because we have diesel for 3 days. So that means we need 7 days of sailing. But I saw there was a lot of headwinds coming up. So yeah, we'll see what we do. Came to the rescue to 2 turtles in the water, but it seems like they're just humping. You don't need any help, buddy, do you? He looks annoyed. So we can feel the engine wobbling a little bit again. So I think there's a little piece of rogue plastic or whatever in there. So yeah, middle of the ocean. Yip's gonna check. Happily nothing in the propeller, but look what we just caught. We got 2 beautiful little bonitos, so we're gonna have sashimi tonight. Awesome. And look at this, Yip cutting off some perfect fillets for our sashimi. Wow. Okay, well, I guess the turtles getting more late than us here on the ocean. Shagging turtles everywhere. Grilled 1 second on each side. Wow, you can't get it better than this. 4 stoogies, 1 and 3. Might get some weather going on. Okay, there we go again, guys. Into the night again. There's a lot of thunder around us. We got some bad weather coming up. How do you feel, Yip?
I don't feel like rain. Here we are.
Thunder and lightning all night long, but happily no storm or hard rain. Finally a little bit of sailing again. Check that out. 6 knots. Got some weather coming up. Enjoying this. Finally a little bit of wind again. Seven knots. That's what we love to see. And look who is coming to join us. These are huge. Time to wake up, Yip. My shift is over and it's time to do my next 3 hours of power napping. And then I got woken up by Yip with words no sailor ever wants to hear. I think there is a fire on board. So I run out of bed, I open the compartment of the engine and there's flames and smoke everywhere. Instantly getting the powder extinguisher and filling it compartment up, and it worked like a charm. Flames were gone, but look at this mess. Okay, that was the first time fire on board. that was pretty scary. Happily the fire extinguisher worked perfectly. Already found the problem. Our starting engine kept engaged, so that caught fire. So that's our problem. Hopefully we can clean it up, fix it up. If we're lucky, it works. If not, finding the first anchorage in the neighborhood, but that's still 136 nautical miles. So we're going to be sailing a little bit for the next day and a half. Okay, let's see if this starter engine works. First, I'm going to get some air because I had a lot of smoke in. Yep, are you okay? Shit happens. Whole school of bonitos around us, tunas. I think up front there's dolphins chasing the bonitos. And of course, all things comes in tens, so I don't know what's going on here, but there's water and exploded life vests. Check that out, we've got birds, we've got beautiful dolphins jumping around. There we go. So yeah, no engine, but we do have wind and dolphins. Who cares? The engine is a little bit clean again. Well, you can see how much fire there was. That was scary. That was very scary. So I'm gonna get this whole starter engine off, hopefully I can make something out of it. Okay, starter engine is out. Let's see if we can fix it. Okay, so open it up, and that's just completely burned. That's not gonna work. Pieces are falling out, you can see. Not gonna get that to work. I'm gonna completely clean it out. Maybe I will get 1 or 2 starts from it, but I don't think there's a lot of hope for this one. Okay, not so happy. It's over 30 knots. Well, this is not very motivational, guys. No engine, absolutely no wind. Floating towards shore. We still have about 30 nautical miles to go. Here working out on the computer a little bit. How do you feel, buddy? Bored? Yep, ocean life. One night you're in a storm, 30 knots, and the next morning you're floating on an ocean with absolutely no wind wobbling around. Yep, still floating around. With this, it can still take up another 2-3 days before we get there, so we just have to be patient. And then appreciate the wind even more when it gets here. You're playing the harmonica. Yep. Got a lot of time to think on my head right now. So do some puzzles, do some editing. Let's make the best out of it. Finally sailing again. Not completely the right direction, but hey, we're happy we're moving. And some fresh tuna. And as quickly as the wind picked up, it's gone again. Yes, chicken burger time. Land in sight. Okay, just inflated the dinghy, so we're gonna chuck the motor on because we're gonna sail into Puerto Angel. That's this little bay, you can't even see it from shore. The wind is coming here from the west, so hopefully we're gonna pick a spot somewhere in the middle, around about 12-meter depth to throw out the anchor. How confident do you feel? 50-50. Okay, well, we only have one shot, so the first drop should be the money shot, but there should be a lot of pangas in there as well, so a lot of fishermen. So Teal just called us and he said, man, hopefully there is a space, because if there's no space, there's no way for us to get out. So I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, that's the beach where we need to anchor in front. Happily, we got the wind from port side. But we're gonna get some rocks over there, so I'm afraid the wind will completely die behind the rocks. So I'm actually pointing on those rocks there right now, and then when the wind dies, the waves will drag us towards the beach where we can drop anchor. So I'm pointing as far on port side as I can. We just saw some little dolphins coming us in, but as you can see, the beach is really small. We don't have any second chances. I'm pretty nervous, I can tell you that. So we're gonna go in there, roll in the Genoa. Jip is gonna drag the anchor, drop the anchor. Worst case scenario, I'll jump in the dinghy. Jip passes me the rope and we can adjust a little bit. Jip, can we do this? Yeah. Do you feel confident? Here we go again, guys. Guys, you cannot believe how stoked I am. We made it. Check that out. This is our anchorage. We are about 100 meters away from these rocks. 100 meters away from these rocks, so we don't have a lot of space. This is Puerto Angel. It's a little fisher's harbor. There's about, I think, maybe even 80, 90 of these little fishing boats, and you can see how close we are anchored. Jip just came out of the water. It's 15 meters deep, and we put about 50 meters out, so Jip says we're really solid anchored in sand. And check out how beautiful it is here. And here on top there's one of the most beautiful hotels I've ever seen. Check that out. Wow. So we did the impossible again. We anchored on the sails into this little bay. Now there's a big storm coming on Monday, so we've got a couple of days to fix the engine and sail away, because 40-50 knots of storm in this bay, it's not gonna end well, so we need to be away before Monday. If we can't find another starter motor, then we'll have a panga drag us out to sea, and then we'll sail along the coast to Acapulco, and hopefully we can find a starter engine up there. For now, let's go to the beach and have a drink. Don't forget to watch next week. If we find a starter engine or I have to fix this one, we go and explore the city. We have a night out where we do some dancing, some saucing, and we even end up on a small festival. And of course, more stuff breaks, more repairs, and I'm meeting someone very, very special.